Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads,
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Macon Coliseum. This is Fayetteville Marksmen pregame on the Marksmen Radio Network, as well as Hockey TV. The Fayetteville Marksmen are the SPHL's hottest team, to put it plainly. They're riding the high of an 8-game winning streak, but more importantly than that, they're looking to extend that this evening against a team that they've beaten 10 straight times this season in the Macon Mayhem. Tonight is an opportunity for the Fayetteville Marksmen to kick off a key stretch before playing the Quad City Storm, the team that is 1 point above them in the standings next weekend. And keeping an eye on that, and just to let you know how important that is, let's go ahead and visit the standings table. We'll start things off with Knoxville, who beat this Macon team last night by a final count of 6-1. They're in front of Huntsville by a single point, but the Havoc do have a single game in hand over the Ice Bears. We'll talk more about Knoxville tomorrow and Sunday, as that's where Fayetteville heads to wrap up the season series with the league's #1 team. Peoria firmly entrenched in third. They have 56 standings points. Quad City has 22 victories. They have 52 points. And here are the Fayetteville Marksmen, hot on their tails, 25-10-1, 51 standings points, and an opportunity to hop over Quad City tonight. We'll let you know what the Storm are doing a little bit later on during Marksmen pregame. Roanoke comfortably in 6th, as they are 17-13-6. They have a key stretch coming up against the Pensacola Ice Flyers in Virginia's Blue Ridge this weekend, as the Ice Flyers are 1 point out of 6. They have 39 standings points. Evansville is tied for that 7th spot with 39. On the outside looking in, the playoff picture is starting to tighten a little bit. Birmingham has 26 points. This is a Macon Mayhem group that is stuck at 15, and the Vermilion County Bobcats have 10. To put it in perspective for you, you never want to call something too early, but Knoxville can clinch a playoff spot with 3 points in any of their games this weekend. That means if they beat Fayetteville twice or win one and take one to overtime, they'll be the first team to punch their playoff ticket. Huntsville is not too terribly far behind, as they have 60 points. And you can start playing along with the math as well. And this is how we know what's going on. If you look at Birmingham with their 19 games left and 26 standings points already, you multiply the 19 by 2 points. If they were to win out, that's 38, and 38 plus 26 is 64. Any team that can cross over that 64-point threshold is going to clinch a playoff spot. And the Marksmen aren't quite ready to talk about that yet. There is a very singular-minded focus for this team to be good down the stretch. We'll talk a little bit more about what that means coming up in our next segment with a key stretch of the next 10 games coming up. 5 of the next 10 will be to close the season series versus the Macon Mayhem. Earlier this afternoon, we caught up with the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. You'll hear his comments right after these messages.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. We welcome you back to Marksman pregame. Drew Blevins alongside the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. Coach, you're riding the high of an 8-game winning streak, but you were tested last Saturday night in a 5-4 win over Roanoke. What did you see out of your team in that game that you liked, or maybe some things that you didn't?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we had a good weekend last weekend. I think honestly every game's a test in this league. So, for us, it's like I say, we just stick with the things that make us successful, and hopefully the results are there. But you know me, I'm not entirely about the results. It's just more how we play. So.
You've had to do some shimmying with your roster. Taylor Best and Brian Moore have been added to the 21-day injured reserve list. That allows you to sign Nolan Sheeran, a guy who's played for you already this season back in early December, and you activate defenseman Sam Storman off the injured reserve. For the first time all year, you're able to travel a full 17, full roster, and a healthy extra on the road this season. But what has that been like, having to go through the IR and making the difficult decision to put Taylor Best on there right now? You've told me before you think he's one of your most effective players.
Yeah, I mean, obviously both those guys are, two of our top players, and, honestly, probably they're not replaceable in this league. But, for us, I think we had the mentality of next man up. So, it'll be an opportunity for other guys to be put in an offensive role. And, I have full faith in them. In terms of Sam, it'll be a chance for him to get in some games this weekend. We'll just take it from there.
Matt Williams is your starting goaltender tonight. He's somebody who hasn't played since his first professional win back in Birmingham, all the way back in the middle of January. Brent Moran has been such a rock for you. I have no doubt we'll be seeing him this weekend. But in the case of Williams, what are you looking for him to do to be able to settle into a contest here against a Macon team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Brent's been probably our MVP in this stretch we've had here. So, for me, it's just kind of giving him the night off and getting him ready for back-to-back nights in Knoxville. And, for Matt, it's just, give us a chance to win the game. That's all we're kind of looking for, and, hopefully we can handle the rest.
You've talked to me about Macon before. You've always said that they're a team that plays hard, and you told me the last time you faced them in late January, one of the most important things to do was not to overlook them. Has that been the same message in practice this week? And if so, how has that been hammered in to make sure you have a level of focus for these upcoming 60 minutes?
To be honest, we don't play our best hockey against Macon, and I give them all the credit in the world, because every time they play us, the puck drops and they just work. And to be honest, I think we get outworked at some points by them. So, for us, it's not just drop the puck and play. We have to play with a purpose. And if we don't go out there and play with a purpose, the results aren't going to be there. It's as simple as that. And, so, I've been hard on them all week. I think we prepared well, but it's kind of up to them now to see what we do when the puck drops.
Is there any added extra help when your upcoming two opponents played each other last night and you've got only one film to watch instead of having to dissect two? Or is that something that's more of a made-up storyline than anything?
No.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
He's the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. We'll be right back with more Marksmen pregame right after these messages. How do you take the coolest game on earth and make it even hotter? That's what we're trying to figure out. This rebrand night will showcase our burning passion for the game. Add some zest, a little sizzle, and try to spice things up a little bit. This is one night you won't want to miss. The only question is it too hot for you to handle?
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
We welcome you back to the Macon Coliseum, part of the Macon Centerplex here in the middle of the great state of Georgia. As the Fayetteville Marksmen prepare to take on the Macon Mayhem. This will be meeting number 11 of 15 between the two teams this season. That 15th one was added and played back on January 28th. That was supposed to be a 3-3 for the Marksmen against Pensacola, but due to some scheduling shifts, the Ice Flyers end up getting a travel day, and the Macon Mayhem come into town and take on the Fayetteville Marksmen. That was a 3-0 shutout win, the first of Brent Moran's career, and the second of this now 8-game win streak. And what you're looking at from the Marksmen right now is their best stretch of hockey, no doubt about it. But Corey Melkert has been hard on this team, and he had talked about it during the pregame meal at lunch today, about wanting to push this group even harder, because as you heard in his pregame interview, for some reason the Macon Mayhem have had the Fayetteville Marksmen number this year, and it hasn't come in wins, but the Marksmen have yet to have a truly convincing effort against a team that is well below them in the standings, and that's something the Marksmen are looking for tonight. And while you don't want to treat this as a tune-up game for two big ones coming up tomorrow and Sunday, you also understand that you have to come out and you have to set an attitude and set a tone going into those two games. Marksmen are at a position right now that they're not going to be favored going to Knoxville in either contest. A win tonight stretches the win streak to 9, and looking beyond that, and I think perhaps more importantly, though, is they're not going to get a day of rest. It's right back on the bus. It's go ahead and get to Knoxville, rest, and hope that you're able to come out and match an Ice Bears group in the speed department, because Knoxville isn't going to play this evening. Just one of the luxuries of the schedule for the number one team in the league, as it just so happens, as they are going to be a group to keep a very sharp eye on down the stretch. And for some, that's an Ice Bears group that's going to be the favorite to win the President's Cup at the end of this season. Let's go ahead and dive into tonight's changes to rosters. We'll start things off with the visiting Fayetteville Marksmen. As you heard during Corey Melkert's pregame interview, both Taylor Best and Brian Moore are on the injured reserve list. Neither of them will be available next weekend at home versus Quad City. Both have undisclosed concerns. That does mean Sam Storman comes off the fixed 21-day IR list. He's a healthy scratch tonight. Melkert alluded to you will probably see Storman at some point this weekend. The only question I have, and I don't have an answer for you either way, is does that mean you're going to see a conglomeration of 9 forwards and 7 defensemen, or does that mean a defenseman's going to end up getting a break? First time all season the Marksmen have been able to carry a full unit, 17 players and 2 goaltenders instead of just 16, or in some cases less. First time all year the Marksmen have had a healthy extra on the road. Storman fills that spot tonight. Matt Williams will get the start in net. His last start came on January 22nd in a 3-1 win over the Birmingham Bulls. No doubt about it, that's his best pro game that he's logged. I thought he was steady, came up with some big saves in the second and third period especially, and comes away with his first professional win. The Canadian out of Wilfrid Laurier University has a 1-2 record with a 2.61 goals against average and an 888 save percentage. Meanwhile, for the Macon Mayhem, Don Carter Jr. remains on the long-term injured reserve list. He'll be out of the lineup tonight, but you will see his number 40 out there this evening as Brian Kerrigan has switched from number 19 to number 40 due to an equipment malfunction and a jersey tear. So if you hear about number 40 on the Marksman Radio Network, or if you see number 40 out there along with us on Hockey TV, that's the reason why. It'll be Michael Stiliadis to get the start in net tonight for the Macon Mayhem. Stiliadis has seen a fair amount of the Fayetteville Marksmen, as ever since Dylan Kelly was called up to the ECHL. Stiliadis has been far and away the number 1 goaltender. He has 3 wins on the season, but an elevated 4.67 goals against average and a .864 save percentage means that this is a Macon team that's really going to want to help out their goaltender in any way they can this evening, and it'll be an interesting storyline to follow. Stiliadis has not had great starts against this Fayetteville group. He's going to want to sharpen things up a little bit going into tonight's contest. One last note for you, Daniel Martin will be playing against his former team. Martin and Nigel Slater, former Marksman. Daniel Martin only registered 3 games with the Fayetteville Marksmen back in the 1920 season. He's on call-up from the Federal League's Carolina Thunderbirds, where he has 27 points in 31 games, made his SPHL season debut last weekend. He did not register a point. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break. Coming back from it, we'll give you our keys to victory. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salad.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad is good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. For the final time during Marksman pregame, we welcome you back inside the Crown Coliseum. Drew Blevins alongside you. Let's go ahead and turn our attention to tonight's keys to victory. Let's start things off with the visiting Fayetteville Marksmen. Simplifying the game is always something you want to do against a team you're going to be favored against, and executing a strong game plan is certainly a major key tonight for the Marksmen, but let's dive a little bit more into that. I think it takes a full 60-minute effort to beat the Macon Mayhem tonight. This is a scrappy group, and even though the score is deceptively lopsided, there were moments where Macon took the game to Knoxville last night. They weren't afraid to drop the gloves. They weren't afraid to play a physical brand of hockey. They scored the first goal in last night's contest, and there's no reason to think that they can't build on that momentum and try to piece together some more building blocks here inside their home arena. The other thing to keep a very close eye on, though, for the Fayetteville Marksmen, outside of needing that 60-minute effort, keep shots on the perimeter. This is a Macon group that has scored against the Marksmen, and they've been able to put a couple of pucks in the back of the net. They've driven up into 3- and 4-goal territory before. It's a group that does have offensive pieces, and especially looking at the acquisition of Daniel Martin, they get another piece that can help out offensively. But critically, you're going to want to make the job of Matt Williams a lot easier tonight and take the pressure off of his shoulders, allowing the defensive positioning and your defensive speed to keep your opponent on the perimeter tonight. For the Macon Mayhem, you cannot have wheels fall off the wagon moments against this Fayetteville group. And what that means is you cannot have goals scored in bunches against you. You cannot be consistently going to the penalty box and giving this Fayetteville group opportunities. You've got to piece together a 60-minute effort that is detail-oriented. It's little things for Macon. It's not turning the puck over in the neutral zone. It's clean zone entries. And it's very little minute details for Macon that could help them be successful here on home ice tonight. Look, fact of the matter is, this has not been a great barn for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Zach Desjardins and his group know that. They're going to want to sharpen things up tonight and make sure this is a hostile environment for the Fayetteville Marksmen to play in. The last thing for Macon, and I think this is one that has been overlooked a couple of times because it hasn't worked out well, be the physical team. There are players for this Macon group that have established an identity as physical guys. Guys like Taylor Cutting come to mind. He has not been all over the score sheet, but he also hasn't really jumped into the physical play, especially against the Marksmen. You're looking for that tonight and a chance to energize your home crowd against a team that you haven't beaten since March 2nd, 2019. Folks, that's going to do it for us during Marksman pregame. Puck drop between the Fayetteville Marksmen and the Macon Mayhem is next.
Big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes the guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful state of Georgia inside the Macon Centerplex. This is Fayetteville Marksmen hockey. Tonight, the Fayetteville Marksmen look to extend an 8-game winning streak against an old and bitter rival, the Macon Mayhem. This season, Fayetteville has owned the rivalry. They've won all 10 of the meetings they've taken on the Mayhem in, and they look to make it 11 here this evening with only 5 left to go in the season series. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one from Macon, Georgia, as we're off with Brian Kerrigan dropping the puck off. Macon in their home red sweaters, navy blue breezers, red socks, as Michael Snow will give to Coash. Back for Snow, a quick drive on to Williams, who swallows the puck, and that gives us an opportunity to talk about tonight's starting goaltenders. Matt Williams getting the nod net for the Marksmen. First time in 7 games somebody not named Brent Moran has started for Fayetteville. This season, Williams is 1-2 with a 2.61 goals against average and an 888 save percentage. He's opposed by Michael Stiliadis. 3 wins on the year for Macon's number 37, a 4.67 goals against average and an 864 save percentage as the Marksmen have it. This is Nolan Sheeran, the newest Marksman. Slides to the middle. A backhand pass to the slot is intercepted by Cody Rogers, and Macon dodges a bullet as that top line for Fayetteville had a golden opportunity that goes by the wayside. Nigel Slade, the former Marksman, now into attacking ice in the far side corner. He's pinned there by the former Mayhem, Jared Kopp. This puck is won free by Macon to the point. Long shot from Ethan Bush Anderson was tipped right in front of the goal crease to the near side wing. And this puck is out up the near side boards. Tanner Fraze will chase it down for the Marksman. Ethan Bush Anderson in front of him. Bush Anderson gives to Brendan Hussey, who at one point was this Macon team's leader in points. He's cooled off significantly, as now Curtis Hansen has the honor with 21. Tanner Fraze has it in his own zone. Up the near side boards he goes. He's into neutral ice. Chips it off the near side glass as Hussey will go to chase with Fraze. Those two bang bodies behind the net. Fraze jostles the puck free. He'll send it into open space. Now a foot race won by Taylor Cutting as he's crunched into the near side boards. Forehands to Hussey, who will look to headman the puck for Zach Lambrecht. His pass is too far, and this is icing against the Mayhem. With 18:21 to go in this first period, we remain scoreless between Fayetteville and Macon. Last time these two teams got together was in Fayetteville back on January 28th. A 3-0 win for the Fayetteville Marksmen. The first start of Brent Moran's SPHL career. And as you heard Corey Melker talk about, this is a maintenance day for Moran. Puck turned over, centered to the slot, but misses everybody as Mikhail Young's unable to get it out. You'll see Moran most likely in both games against the Knoxville Ice Bears tomorrow and Sunday. The far side face-off circle, the Marksman charging in. Backhand pass to the near point. This is Renda. Turns for Drake Glover, who finds FX Girard there. Rising shot from the near face-off circle. Caught and held on to by Stiliadis on his glove side shoulder. 17:55 remaining in this opening frame of play. I like this clip by the Marksman's third line, and we'll talk about this throughout the course of the broadcast. That third group, Girard, Glover, and McNair, has not changed. There's been jostling in the top 6 positions, especially with Taylor Best going on to the IR and Nolan Sheeran keying into the top line. There's been a lot of change there, but it's been a steady third line forward group as Koash misses high over top the net. The Marksmen get to the rebound, and they're back out to the red line. Bednard centers, and now a chance for Biesinger. Stick handling at the high slot, loses the puck. Harper trying to hold the line. Crunches his man, that's Hunt, feeds the puck below the goal line, but Cody Rogers is there, sends to the far side wing. Headman look for Hunt, taken away by Harper, who smacks it back into his attacking end, and Drapluk will have to go grab it for Macon. Joseph Drapluk brings the puck up ice, stopping and starting as he's into attacking space. Sends it off the far side glass. Harrison Harper there to retrieve. He'll find Reimers, who centers the puck, and here comes Taylor McCloy, the captain. McCloy across the blue line, gets to the near face-off circle, loses an edge as he was escorted down by Soper. He'll push it up for Devin Brink, who's second on this Macon team in points. Drop for Slade, who's hog-tied to the far side boards by Reimers. Marksmen are able to get it out there as Hoffman pushes it ahead, but turns it over at the red line. Now Brink down the near side wing, looking for a lane. He'll drop for Soper, the defenseman charging to the goal line. Looked into the trapezoid, but gave the puck away to Jarrett Cupp, who will settle. Cupp, longtime player for this Macon Mayhem group. In fact, saw one of his old jerseys cruising about the concourse today. It's about 10 rows off the ice directly in front of us. To the near side boards, Cupp will hold the line in his own zone. Plays behind the net for Reimers, who touches to Reynaud. Now for McNair, who looks at the far side circle. Reimers was double-teamed, lost the puck. Zach Lambrecht, the former Knoxville Ice Bear, gave back to his defensive group, who then promptly turned it over. Up the near side boards, this is Jarrett Cupp. Lost the puck initially to Soper, but the line's held by McNair. Here's Matt McNair. Centers, one-timer, they score! Alex Reynaud finishes the tic-tac-toe passing play in the low slot, and the Marksmen are on the board 1-0. Quick start for this Fayetteville group, and Alex Reynaud, the 10th forward this evening, will have a marker for Matt McNair and FX Girard. Reynaud's 6th goal of the season as Matt McNair will log another assist. It'll be his 17th helper, now just one off the team-leading clip of Don Oliveri, and for FX Girard, his 16th assist. Told you about those two in relation to the third line. Often the 10th forward will key in there. How's that for you? Critical combination and a strong start to this one for the Marksmen. Behind the net, Macon has it in their own zone. Up to the near side boards, this is Cutting, who's handcuffed by the pass to the point. And retreating back to grab it is Daniel Martin. Martin playing in his 3rd SPHL game this season. Turned over, centering pass. Glover shoots, he scores! A turnover on the breakout from Cutting as he gave the puck right to Drake Glover. And another third liners on the score sheet. 2-0 for the Marksmen. Those goals separated by only 34 seconds. Couldn't draw this one up any better for the Marksmen to be able to start things off. It'll be an unassisted goal for Glover, who will have his 10th of the season. He's the 6th Marksman to go into double figures goal scoring, and Macon wins the draw, and on the zone entry, they're offside. Officially, those goals are going to be separated by just 21 seconds. And a 2-0 lead for the Marksmen, almost from the jump. As this one's floated into Williams, he'll hold in the catching glove and get a whistle. Think this makes the job of Matt Williams a lot easier. Corey Melkert remarked to me that he knew he was going to have a short leash, especially if things got close with his starting goaltender tonight. And now that'll take a weight off your shoulders as Melkert can really start to key in on the developmental aspect. Of course, there's still a lot of hockey left to be played, but the Marksmen with a great start and looking for more. They're beyond center. Fraze finds Reimers at the top of the near circle. He's upended by Soper. 2-on-2. A chance for the Mayhem. This is Hussey. Pulls the trigger. Oliveri in the way. Blocked the shot and tries to start the breakout. Good line hold initially by Lambrecht, but the Marksmen swarm the puck at the far boards before head-manning to Fraze. He's around Lambrecht. Shoots. Stiliadis kicks it out. Big rebound. Loose to the slot. Renda tees it up. His shot blocked in the way through as Mikhail Yunk got in the way. Now to the high slot. Fraze pushes for Oliveri. He winds and fires. Caught and held on to by Stiliadis. And that will take us to our first media timeout. 14:41 to go in the first period. Fayetteville leading 2-0.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome back inside the Macon Coliseum. 2-0 the Fayetteville Marksmen in the driver's seat of this one early on. 14:41 to go in the first period. And conversation I had with a colleague in the business just last weekend remarked about how the Marksmen play the Mayhem more than anybody else this year. And the Marksmen have not had an offensively explosive game. Roanoke scored 10 against the Mayhem. Knoxville scored 9 against the Mayhem. Pensacola exploded for 13 on this Macon group, and the Marksmen have always been close, and a great start here. And for the Marksmen, you'd love to go ahead and put this out of reach in the first period with a 4 or 5 spot. Let's see how this period continues. Matt McNair will dump it in from the near boards to the far side corner of his attacking zone. Draplik, the first to it for Macon, leaves it for his defensive partner, and Kerrigan will give it all the way up ice, looking for Chris Hunt. He's unable to catch up to it, and the Marksmen are to it in their own zone. To Reynaud, who will backhand down the near sideboards. Draplik once again back to retrieve. Draplik, trained as a forward. He's the team captain of this Macon group, and he's not afraid to drop back and play defense if called upon. And right now, with Brian Etter on a call up to the Jacksonville Icemen of the ECHL, Draplik's having to drop back and play that defensive position. Bednard, in his own zone from the near boards, will backhand to Jarrett Cupp. Shoots it all the way ahead looking for Biesinger. The Marksmen were offside. They've got a touch up as Macon will look to break this out. This is Cody Rogers, who slides up ice as Hanson, the team leader in points, look to push to the far wing unsuccessfully. Marksmen will club this to the near boards. First to it is Nigel Slade. Manhattanville product will dump it into the Macon attacking zone. Nolan Sheeran will go to grab it. Sheeran pushes up to the far side wing. Biesinger with a cross-ice pass to Cupp. Zips it to the far wing. Holding on to it is Sheeran with a shot off of Stiliadis. Behind the net now, Bednard shields the puck initially away from Daniel Martin. But the Marksmen will corral at center. This is Bednard. Feeds it into the near side face-off circle. Fraze waits for the trailer. This is Oliveri. Thought about a slapper. Now fires for a wrist shot. Blockered out by Stiliadis. Biesinger has the rebound for the Marksmen. He's got it at the middle blue line. Biesinger bumped, but survives the check from Hussey. Backhands to the far wing. Intercepted by Soper, who flings it ahead for Lambrecht. Here come the Mayhem for the far face-off circle. Soper toe drags. He lost the puck. Now McCloy the other way with a rolling puck. Has to drop it back. Hard hit delivered by Soper, who then blew a tire. Pushed up to Lambrecht on the near side wing. Zach Lambrecht is deep into attacking ice. Leaves in the near side corner for Hussey. Pressured by Oliveri, forced him to give the puck up. Centering pass, intercepted by the Marksmen. They've got numbers 4-on-2 as they're back into attacking ice. Reimers drops for Renda, who pushed to the far wing, diving to make the play Soper. The chant is "Let's go Mayhem," dumped ahead by Macon. Icing is waved. This is Renda. Onto the puck in the near side corner. We'll fling it to the far boards for Oliveri. He probes up ice. We'll shoot this one wide of Stiliadis, and this is icing. 11:44 to go in the first period. 2-0 Marksmen in the driver's seat of this one. Our officials for tonight's game, Ken Radolinski, is the referee, with Noah Ackerman and Ryan Bray as his linesmen. Radulinski is the president of the Georgia Ice Hockey Officials Association. Does a lot of work here in the state, including with the Federal League team in Columbus, where he is one of the primary referees in their circuit. He's done a handful of SPHL games this season. First time the Marksmen have had Radulinski as an official. Up the near side boards, this is Chris Hunt, former Carolina Thunderbird, will center. It ends up being a shot on goal, kicked out by Williams, spun back toward the net, deflected on the way through wide. Rogers has the puck as he's pressured by Reynaud, coughs it up behind the net. Harper battling with Rogers. Rogers wins it as sticks converge. This is high up in the air, the near side face-off circle. Marksmen are to it, it's out of the zone. FX Girard looking for a burst of speed with strong positioning. Drapluk steals the puck from him, retreats to Rogers in his own zone before pushing to Curtis Hansen. Now Hansen drives ahead of the blue line, long wrist shot, patted away by Williams. The rebound taken by Macon. On the near side half wall, Rogers gave it away to Harrison Harper. He'll give to Mark Wilson. Headman for Bednard, who's in a stick handling war with it, chips it up ice as he was looking for Biesinger. The pass is over top his stick, and this is icing with 10:30 to go in the opening frame of play. And this is where, if you're the Marksman, you certainly do not want to be put in a position where you're going to cough this puck up and give it away multiple times. You want to be clean in your defensive zone, and that's where Macon has pressured the Marksmen throughout the season series, as they have forced the Marksmen to be uncomfortable playing in their own zone, as Ryan Bray makes a hairline offside call, as leaping up to try to hold the line was Soper, and he's unsuccessful in doing so. Hussey with Lambrecht and Mikkel Junk, the forward group out for Macon. There against the Marksman top line of Biesinger, Sheeran, and Bednard. Far side wing, this is Bednard. Passes high in the air. Biesinger bumped around. Tommy Biesinger out of Boston, Massachusetts. Isn't the most sizable forward in the world, but he's tough as nails, and watch the way that he moves through defensive units. Here's a shot from Lambrecht, deflected on the way through by Hoffman. Biesinger really is a pinball. He'll take shoulders and maintain possession of the puck, and it's highlight reel stuff. This is Zach Reimers. Centers to Bednard, across for Fraze. One-timer off the dome. Stiliadis took it off the mask and off the blocker, and a huge stop to keep this at only 2-0. Tanner Fraze on his backhand had a big goal in this building back on October 29th, tied the game, forced overtime, and then a shootout where the Marksmen won. At that point, extended a win streak to 3 games. That would grow to a season long of 4. And now the Marksmen have doubled that number in their last stretch of games. Rolling puck through center, Hansen chasing. Marksmen have it. Jarrett Cupp, one step into attacking ice on the near sideboards, will fly it to the far side corner. McCloy will leave for Fraze. Kerrigan engages him there. Up to the far side hash mark. Macon's going to skate this one out in the form of Kerrigan. Flies it to the far side wing. Hansen and Brink are there. Brink backhands below the goal line for Hansen. Rubbed off the puck by Jarrett Cupp. The Marksman will break this one out directly to center as Fraze sent to the near wing, nobody home. This could be a bad change for the Marksman, but fumbling with the puck, Taylor Cutting just forced to dump it in. Vincenzo Renda will backhand to Zach Hoffman as the puck between his feet. Hoffman pressured, almost lost the puck to Devin Brink. As Taylor Cutting dislodges his man. This will be dumped right back in. Williams blockers and settles behind the net for Renda. 8:25 to go in the first period. 2-0 the Marksmen in the lead. Drake Glover pushes ahead to McNair. He's got space. Fires high over the net as Bush Anderson may have got a defensive stick to it. Now McNair in the far side corner. Already has an assist tonight. McNair pressured by Cody Rogers. This puck is jostled free to the near side wing. Hussey backhands to Michael Snow. He has possession in his attacking zone. He'll find Coash, who has to work behind the net. Centering pass through the feet of Snow, and a free clear for the Marksmen with 7:50 to go in the first period. Line changes coming for both sides. Rogers will circle around of Drapluk. One-man pressure coming from Biesinger. Finds Koash up the near side boards. Backhands to Traplick, who will then in turn push to the red line for Rogers. He shoots it in on goal. Williams denies with the stick, and Don Oliveri has the rebound. Oliveri, after last weekend's performance, has grown into the team leader in assists with 18. Alex Reynaud down the near wing. He centers off the skate of Soper on the way through. Harper will give to the top of the near circle. That's Bednard. Push to the near side corner where Alex Reynaud has it. Taken away from him by Kerrigan, who's unable to clear cleanly. Bednard pushes to the point. Biesinger cut it off there. The winger has it. Lost the puck on a double team, and Macon is back out to center. Driving here is Mikhail Young. Down the near side wing, Young has it behind the net. Mikhail Young looking for some space here as he had a helping hand from Hussey, who then in turn lost to Bednard. Given to the far wing, Biesinger tried to drive. Cutting took him off the puck. Macon will send it the length of the rink, and this is icing. 6:38 to go in the first period. 2-0, the Marksmen in the driver's seat of this one.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Two 2-0, the Fayetteville Marksmen leading the Macon Mayhem. 6:38 to go in the first period. Goals scored by Alex Reynaud and Drake Glover. As forwards 7, 8, 9, and 10 in the Marksmen lineup all have a point. Face-off from center off of what will be admitted as a incorrect icing call, won by the Marksmen. They're ahead of their attacking blue line. McCloy dislodged from the puck by Taylor Cutting. Macon trying to get it out. Cup slams it back in, but right off the stick of Slade and well out of play to the top of the protective netting. 6:20 to go in the first period. Shot counters notoriously inaccurate here in real time, but right now the Fayetteville Marksmen, according to them, are outshooting the Macon Mayhem 9-5. McCoy will take the draw to the blocker side of Stiliadis. It's one cleanly to Jarrett Cup. The near side blue line turns for Fraze, fires a shot through traffic. Diving to make the block is Martin. Danny Martin takes the puck up the far side boards. Knocked off it by Reimers as the Marksmen feed it into the goaltender's trapezoid behind the net. Fraze may have taken a stick up high as Cutting gets away with it. He'll backhand to Chris Hunt. Looks up ice, is able to get it into neutral territory, but Reimers is going to spin it back for Hoffman. Finds Oliveri, one step ahead of the red line. He'll float it into the near side corner. After it is Taylor Cutting, who is playing without a stick. Cutting dislodges the puck as he had Snow over for Martin, unable to clear at the far side boards. Now Reimers looks, he fires. High off of Stiliadis' catching side shoulder as Cutting tried to block, still has no stick. He'll direct traffic as the Marksmen hold the line. Centering pass. Sheeran drops for Oliveri, who will push and turn for Jarrett Cup. Back for Oliveri. This shot's blocked by Chris Hunt, and the Mayhem are back out to center. Smart play by Koash just to dump it back behind the net. Going to retrieve it for the Fayetteville Marksmen is Jarrett Cup. Pushes to Vincenzo Renda, who will look up ice to Sheeran. Sheeran slides to the near wing for Drake Glover. Poked ahead of Cody Rogers. Taken the far side dot. So Rogers will move it to the far wing. His pass misses the stick of the intended recipient, and I believe that was Hansen. It was, and this will be icing. No error on this one. 4:48 to go in the first period. 2-0, Marksmen lead.
Hey, you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
.448 to go in the first period. The Fayetteville Marksmen 2, the Macon Mayhem 0. We thank you for joining us on both the Marksmen Radio Network as well as Hockey TV. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Michael Stiliadis after the Mayhem were whistled for icing. And it's a face-off win for Nolan Sheeran, and what is an awkward line combination, and one certainly the Marksmen did not start the game off with, as Sheeran is centering between Gerard and Glover. Nolan Sheeran at his own blue line will send a pass to the far wing. That's Glover. He's into attacking ice, lost the puck. Recuperating on it is Don Oliveri. He's one-on-one with Nigel Slade. Talk with Shane Bednard about his relationship with Slade, and they had been very good friends when both were skating together in Fayetteville. And he said, we've become much more frenemies, and on the ice, we just simply don't like each other. Thought that was an interesting comment by Bednard, as those two have tied up on more than one occasion. Here's Slade. Will give to the far wing as Devin Brink will skate it ahead. Gets to the attacking blue line, chips it to the near side corner. Vincenzo Renda with 2 steps of space there for the Marksmen. Feeds to the far side corner as Biesinger will give it up ice. Renda now. Tried to push it ahead. He gave it away. Lambrecht spins away from trouble. Here's a chance of the backhand, and they score. That's a monkey off the back for Brendan Hussey, who drives the net. Lambrecht finds him, and a late first period goal will cut the Marksmen lead in half. That's an uncharacteristic turnover from Vincenzo Renda, and one that he's going to want to have back, as this goal comes 16-19 into the first period. And for such a strong start for the Marksmen, the second half of this first period hasn't gone nearly as well, as Reimers looks to rectify. His shot goes off of Kerrigan. Played back behind the net. McCloy knocks the puck free to the far side boards as Macon will pitch this one all the way down ice. Good little sand wedge backspin prevents the icing as Fraze will give to the far wing. It's Reimers with a man driving McCloy. Reimers drops to the trailer, intercepted by Zach Lambrecht. Lambrecht has it at the far side boards. Lambrecht will dump it in, 2 hops behind of Matt Williams. Harper is there. He'll leave in space for Wilson. South of 3 minutes to go in this first period. Give it to the far side wing. Driving here is FX Gerard. Gerard punished by Hunt. He's double teamed. Puck squirts free for a moment as Glover will chase it. Ethan Bush Anderson finds Taylor Cutting, sweeps it up the near side boards. It ricochets off the stick of Jarrett Cupp. That'll force Hoffman to make a play here. Hunt runs into him as Hoffman will feed to the far wing. That's Gerard. Now McNair coming in to help. Gives the puck behind the net, misses everybody. Centering pass, pushed just wide as Hunt found Hussey, who is coming in hard. Glover centers to Gerard, survives a Hughes body check. This puck is loose, Glover in front, one-timer, and they fan on it. McNair with a great chance in front, as this one will roll right in front once again. One more time, McNair shut down by Stiliadis. 2 minutes to go. In front, shovel toward the net, and Stiliadis seals, as we're going to get a gathering of the clans in front of Michael Stiliadis. 1:57 to go in the first period. Taylor Cutting had a hold of Drake Glover. Cooler heads will prevail in this instance. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Stiliadis. just under 2 minutes to go in this first period. 2-1 the score. The Marksmen leading the Mayhem. Biesinger drives to the front. What a move! Stiliadis was there with the goal stick ready. The near side wing. Hanging on to this one is Sheeran. Backhands to Bednard, who gets tied up stick on stick by Draplik. Bednard wins it free to Sheeran on the near side half wall. He's pressured as Bednard comes to help. 2-by-2, they battle just north of the near side corner. Jarrett Cupp gets the loose puck. Flings it to Hoffman. Will give to Biesinger in the far side corner. Pushes to Sheeran at the far hash marks. Sheeran creates space with a head fake. Backhands to Hoffman. Looking for a lane. Never got the shot off, but Cupp will hold the line. Jarrett Cupp spins one toward the net just wide of the far post. Line held by Biesinger. Played behind the net. This is Sheeran. Will give to the near wing. Jarrett Cupp's going to take it. Feeds Hoffman at the far side point. Hoffman steps in, fires a low wrist shot wide of the far post. Rebound scooped up by the Marksman. This is Bednard. Turns to Sheeran, who finds Cupp. This goes off of his skate, and Devin Brink takes the rebound with just 50 seconds to go. The far side boards. This will be rolled up ice, and now a chance for Draplik. Draplik fires, stopped by Williams. He'll hang on. 39 seconds to go in this first period. And a 2-1 score in favor of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Matt Williams. Won by the Mayhem, but a false start off the draw. We'll redo this as Kerrigan will get a few last-second instructions from Zach Desjardins, and his team's able to get out of this period. Just down one, it'll be a win. Marksmen win this draw. Sent all the way up ice as driving in here is Tanner Fraze. Centers to the back door. Stiliadis is there, waiting and ready. Kyle Soper to the rebound. Will move it out for the Macon Mayhem. Feeds it to the far side wing as Lambrecht's unable to catch up to this one. 20 seconds to go. Oliveri will float this one down the rink. This puck is on edge. It will just make the goal line, and this is icing. 10.7 seconds to go in the first period. And a defensive zone draw coming for the Marksmen late in this opening frame. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Williams one more time. Nigel Slade will be the one to take the draw for Macon. He'll be opposed by the Marksman captain Taylor McCloy. Macon wins the draw, but the Marksmen swarm to the puck. They'll be able to get this one out beyond center. Renda directing traffic. 5 to go in the frame. Mayhem may try for one last push. They're at the red line, a second to go. Long wrist shot, patted down by Williams, and that's where the opening frame comes to a close. 2-1 the score through 20 minutes of play. A good start for the Marksmen is stymied by a strong finish to the opening frame by the Macon Mayhem. Shots on goal from the opening frame for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 14 for the Macon Mayhem, 9. We'll be right back after these messages with our first period intermission report. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
We welcome you back to the Macon Coliseum. Drew Blevins alongside you during the first period intermission. The Fayetteville Marksmen holding a lead over the Macon Mayhem by a count of 2-1. Great start for the Marksmen to the first period. 4:07 into the opening frame. Alex Reynaud with a one-timer in the low slot beats Michael Stiliadis. For Reynaud, his 6th goal this season with assists from FX Girard, as well as Matt McNair. And then the Marksmen get another as Drake Glover capitalizes on a poor turnover behind the net from Taylor Cutting. He beats Michael Stiliadis cleanly. And it seems like we've talked about this before. It looked like the Marksmen could have run the Mayhem out of their own building in the first period, but Macon really tightens the screws, and they get one back late in the frame as Brendan Hussey drives the net and collects on the feed from Zach Lambrecht after Vincenzo Renda turned the puck over on a breakout. 2-1 the score, and don't misconstrue this. The Marksmen have been the better hockey team through most of this game so far, still young though it may be. But Michael Stiliadis has come up with a couple of key saves, and I think maybe even more importantly than that is the Marksmen just haven't had the same gumption, get up and go that they did in the first 5 minutes. And Corey Melker talked about it in his pregame comments, and you love a coach that knows his team. He knows that this is a group that has not played their best hockey against Macon this season. And it's really a situation where this is not a game you want to cough up knowing what you've got coming down the pipe tomorrow and Sunday. And you're really looking for this to be a Marksman group that sort of pulls himself up by the bootstraps as we go into period number 2 and gets back to where they were in the first 5 minutes of play. Shots on goal through the opening frame for the Marksmen, 14. Michael Stiliadis turns away 12. For Macon, 9. Matt Williams turns away 8 of them. And I thought Williams was solid at points, but hasn't been tested all that often. That was the key we gave you in Marksman pregame about keeping shots to the perimeter. And there you see why. The one time Macon is able to get into a scoring area, they put the puck in the back of the net, and that's kept the crowd engaged here for the Macon Mayhem. We'll pause for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back on the other side We'll have a sit-down conversation with goaltender Brent Moran, riding the high of a 7-game win streak. This is Marksman Hockey.
How do you take the coolest game on Earth and make it even hotter? That's what we're trying to figure out. This rebrand night will showcase our burning passion for the game. Add some zest, a little sizzle, and try to spice things up a little bit. This is one night you won't want to miss. The only question is it too hot for you to handle?
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome back to Marksman Hockey. Drew Blevins alongside Brent Moran. Brent, first of all, congratulations to a fantastic start to your marksman career. You're 7-0. What's been the settling process like so far to join this group?
It's been good. Obviously, the guys have been playing great in front of me, which makes it really easy. And obviously, everybody's been very accommodating to me coming. So I'm really happy with the result. And obviously, it pays off on the ice as well.
You're a guy who's already had multiple careers worth of hockey journeys, from being a draft pick with the Dallas Stars to your multiple junior teams to playing at Nipissing alongside Harrison Harper. What have you learned throughout all the places this game's have taken you, and what has it been like going on that journey?
Well, like you said, it's been quite the journey, and I think it's just taking it day by day, trying to get better every day and not letting the little things bother you. Obviously, try to be a good teammate, and we have a good group of guys here, so it makes it a lot easier. And like I said, it's just been a joy to play here.
This is a position that comes with so much personality. You've got quiet guys, you've got boisterous guys, you've got guys that are very superstitious. When you look at the way you approach the game and the position, what's your personality like, and how does that affect the relationship you have with the rest of your group?
I'm pretty quiet on game days. I try to get focused and just do my thing. So I have my routine, and like you said, there's guys who do some different things and have different superstitions before games. I think we all gel together pretty well and have a little bit of fun before games. But when it's time to play, we come to work and get the job done.
This is a Macon team that you shut out in your first marksman start. When you look back at that game way back at the end of January, what did you see, and what kind of advice are you passing on to Matt Williams in his go tonight?
Well, obviously they're a hard-working team, and you know, they do the little things right. They're hard on every play, on every puck. So it's definitely a team that you can't take lightly, and just got to stay on your toes and be ready for anything coming.
And obviously you don't want to overlook the opponent you have tonight, but going into the rest of this weekend series against the Knoxville Ice Bears, this is a team that the Marksmen have been so close with all year, have lost third period leads twice this season. What are you preparing for against an Ice Bears group that has been really solid and right now at least is the top of the league?
Yeah, obviously those are two big games coming up this weekend. So, like you said, we're going to try to stay consistent throughout the game and play a full 60 minutes and go from there. Hopefully, come out with a couple wins.
Brent, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
That's Brent Moran, goaltender for the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll be right back with more Marksman hockey right after these messages.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a
Well, we do apologize for those technical difficulties, as it looks like we have potentially lost our commercial playing ability for the time being, and we'll work on that as well. For those of you who are following along on Hockey TV, we do apologize, as there have been some technical difficulties there. They have not been exclusive to our broadcast, and we are being told that the Macon Mayhem staff is working as rapidly as they can to get all of that rectified before we begin period number 2 here. Great conversation with Brent Moran, though, and one that I think is very enlightening and gives you an in-depth look at what goes on inside the head of a netminder, and that's not always a luxury that we've gotten, as sometimes you don't get to hear about the nuances of a goaltending position, and it's very, very strange when you look up and down about how this position works. And I thought Brent Moran did a very nice job of giving us an in-depth look at what it took to be a netminder in this league and how he goes about his own routine, and really fantastic stuff on his behalf. And again, we do apologize for the technical issues that we are having with Hockey TV. The Mayhem staff is working as rapidly as they can to get those fixed. And while they do, let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. Full slate of action tonight. We'll start things off in Roanoke, where right now the Pensacola Ice Flyers have a 3-2 lead on the Rail Yard Dogs. They've got about 3 minutes to go in the second period there. Out west, Vermilion County hosting Peoria. They're tied up 5 minutes into the hockey game. About halfway through the first period, Quad City and Evansville knotted up 0-0 from the TaxSlayers Center. And just about to drop the puck in the Battle of Alabama, Birmingham hosting Huntsville. We're going to step aside for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. This is Marksman Hockey.
but really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. We do apologize, as it does seem like we are having a slew of technical issues here in Macon tonight, as both teams are back on the ice. And again, we are doing our best to fix all of those technical issues. So here we are, about ready to drop the puck on period number 2 between these two teams. And a good start for the Fayetteville Marksmen, and it seems like one of those things, and one that we're always talking about, is that these two teams never fail to entertain us. So something certainly to keep an eye on. As we're nearly set and ready to go for period number 2 between the Marksmen and the Macon Mayhem. Marksmen will go from left to right across your radio dial. With a 2-1 lead and looking for a little bit more here. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one as away we go. So this puck is taken down into the far side corner. It's going to grab it as Kerrigan for the Mayhem. And I thought Macon had a very nice finish to the period. Just looking to kind of cap things off, as hasn't always been their strong suit is to have strong first periods. But the Mayhem are starting to settle into this hockey game and looking to build off the momentum of the last goal. Top of the near circle. Here's a drive. Blocked. And on the rebound, Williams swallows on the play from Kerrigan. 19:22 to go in the second period. And Marksmen seem to be a little bit back on their heels. So something to keep a very close eye on. The face-off will be to the glove side of the goaltender Williams, won by the Marksmen, and they're up through center. Tanner Fraze will backhand to the far side boards. A stick lift by Reimers knocks this puck free. Taken away by Nigel Slade, who will push out to the far side wing. Macon right back into attacking ice. Low wrist shot. Kicked down on a good stop by Williams. Minute gone by here in the second period. Macon in this game, to say the least. Here's another drive. Williams seals himself to the near side goalpost. Draplick now winds and fires. That's deflected up and out of play, and a much-needed whistle with line changes coming for both sides. 18:43 to go in the second period. Fayetteville Marksmen have a 2-1 lead, but Macon has been the team to have a better start to this period. This puck is taken by Lambrecht as he'll spin to the near side face-off circle. A rolling puck is backhanded to the blue line. Hussey tried to fire a shot, blocked by Drake Glover. And here comes FX Girard driving. Girard works around the net, wrap chance, sealed off Stiliadis. Here's a shot from the point, blocked off the backside of Cutting on the way through. McNair backhands to the near side point. Renda plays into the near corner, finds McNair, steers to the point. Renda fires a slap shot, may have been tipped just over top the crossbar on the way through. Cutting floats it out as Renda lost his footing. This puck will be taken by Mark Wilson. Wilson will hang on to it directly behind of Williams. Gave to Matt McNair, who will push up the far boards. A rolling puck goes off the skates of McNair, steered behind the net. Stiliadis getting to it. Ethan Bush Anderson is there. Bush Anderson tied up as Renda runs into him. This puck is lodged free. Macon tried to forge ahead, intercepted at the red line by Harrison Harper. To the far side wing, Bednard will dump it in on goal. Stiliadis, sensing pressure, will hold for a whistle. 17:28 to go in the second period. Those of you following along on Hockey TV especially, we thank you for your patience. There have been a couple of glitches and issues on all sides. This face-off is won by the Marksmen. Quick shot by Biesinger, sails over top the crossbar. Koash trying to get this puck out. Biesinger engages with him there alongside Sheeran. Marksmen hold the line. Wilson pushes to Harrison Harper. Gave back to Wilson. Now a foot race. This is Hussey. He's got Koash driving. Centers off the backside of Wilson, who dove to make the play. Now a backdoor pass. Goes hard off of his skate, and this is all the way down and out. The Marksmen dodge a bullet there, and strong play by the Marksmen defensive group. Behind the net. Long look back by Stiliadis as he awaits the breakout to start, and it does to Slade, who will dump it off the far sideboards directly behind the cage. Wilson will fire to Tanner Fraze. He looks up ice. Harper trying to chase this puck down. Almost caught up to it, but was unable to complete the catching up. Dumped in by the Mayhem as Harper will backhand this one to the far side corner. Reimers will find McCloy at the far hash marks. He centers up ice. Here comes Mark Wilson. Lays it in for Reimers to go to chase. Zach Reimers braces for contact, knocked off his feet, but has Fraze there to take the puck. Fraze tried to backhand it down the far side boards, intercepted. Now a 2-on-1 for Macon if they hurry. This is Rogers driving in, fires off of Williams, who somehow got a piece of that with the blocker. Now Tanner Fraze up the near board, sends a pass that ricochets off FX Girard. McCloy winds for a slap shot, stopped by Stiliadis. Big rebound, screamed free for a moment, but it was over top of every player on the ice. Marksmen hold the line at the far side boards. Here's a shot toward the net, just wide in the near side corner. Hoffman pitchforks it below the goal line, is going to grab this one as Drake Glover. Gives to the point for Cup to fire a shot, tied up in traffic. Marksmen have the puck. It rolls, settled by Reynaud, who has a goal in this game. He'll give to the far sideboards where Girard will play it below the goal line for Drake Glover. Glover centers to Reynaud, looking for a lane. He fires. He scores! Alex Reynaud with a rolling puck on the feed from the far side corner will have his second of the night, and the Marksmen go back up a pair. And that's the importance of stick-to-itiveness, as Drake Glover will pick up an assist. And it's been the back-end forwards who have been doing the heavy lifting for the Marksmen, as this goal comes 4:41 into the second period. So the Fayetteville Marksmen go back up 3-1 as the Mayhem will shoot this into the clutches of Williams. Now a shoving match as Harper and Cutting come together in the near side corner. This is a lot of frustration for Taylor Cutting, who has been trapped in a couple of places where it's been difficult to win. Started his season 2 years ago now with the Delaware Thunder, the Federal League. And then was in Elmira, a team that ran all the way to the Federal Championship before losing to Columbus. Now finds himself in Macon. And it's been a test all year long, and Macon at times has shown flashes. This is a group that at one point took points in 3 straight games, and things just haven't all come together as Ethan Bush Anderson flies this one into Williams, who will grab and hold. 14:54 to go in the second period. Right back after this.
Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up. They spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
3-1 the Fayetteville Marksmen. Leading the Macon Mayhem. Alex Reynaud has done the heavy lifting. He's got a pair of goals in this hockey game. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Matt Williams, who has turned away 14 of the 15 shots he's faced. Marksmen win the draw. They may have an odd man rush. What a play by Devin Brink to dive and poke it around of Tommy Biesinger. This is Curtis Hansen. Lays it ahead for Nigel Slade. Gives into the middle, looking for Devin Brink. Sticks converge as Nolan Sheeran comes away with the puck. Gave to Oliveri. He pushes it up ice for Biesinger, who got tripped up, no call. On the near side half wall, Hansen survives a shot from Oliveri as this puck will roll right into the grasp of Williams, and he'll hang on with 14:27 to go in this second period. Face-off will go right back to that near side circle in the Macon attacking zone. 14:27 to go in the second period. 3-1, Marksmen in front of the Mayhem. Alex Reynaud with a 2-goal night. And like we've been telling you, it hasn't been the flashy guys as Williams with the paddle down and ready off the draw covers the puck. It's been the yeoman's workers. Matt McNair, FX Sherrard, Drake Glover, and Alex Reynaud combining for all Marksman points in this hockey game to this point. And you'll need that type of production here, as here's a bid right into the glove of Williams off the draw as Draplik's shot is stopped. You'll need that, especially when you're missing a guy like Taylor Best. And having that 1 through 10 forward contribution is something that has really aided the Marksmen in their success. You never know who it's going to be on any given night to have a strong game. Up the near side boards, the Marksmen look to push this out. They're unable to as Draplik will hold it in. Hoffman backhands to the far side boards. Line held by Rogers. Fires it toward the net. Misses wide of the near post. Draplik coming in as he tries to hold the line. This is sent off the near boards. This is out. Is it out cleanly? We will see. Ken Radolinski will talk it over with Noah Ackerman, and it is going to be a penalty. First penalty of the hockey game. It'll go against Hoffman for delay of game, and I think he knew it. Penalty comes 6:06 into the second period. And the Marksmen are looking for a strong penalty kill effort on the first Freddie's penalty kill of the night. That's a great stop by Williams. Devin Brink thought he had one with a slapper on the one-timer, and Williams got all the way across to make a huge stop. Marksmen this season on the Freddy's penalty kill are 82.7%. That's 7th in the league. Meanwhile, the Macon Mayhem have a power play at 13%. Nearly added to that. They went almost a full half season without scoring a power play goal. Behind the net, this will be Cody Rogers, who will look up ice. Slides to the near side wing as Slade will drive. Nigel Slade has Brink going with him. Plays behind the net, looking for him to chase. Cup lost his footing. Marksman will clear this one off the far boards all the way down. Stiliadis is going to leave this one out for Cody Rogers with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the Hoffman minor for delay of game. Slid to the near side wing. Curtis Hansen brings it up ice as Hussey lost his footing just trying to stay on side. He did. Hussey sweeps to the far side faceoff circle. Lambrecht centered, looking for Hussey. The pass deflected but not out. This is Hansen. Gives to Rogers. Shoots through traffic. Blocked on the way through by Oliveri. He may try to start his shorthanded rush. Gets to the red line and feeds to Bednar to the far wing. Dropped it to the trailer, who was McCloy. This puck goes off his stick. Bednard's got it. Driving into the low slot before the puck is taken away. And here comes Macon. Could be a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Hussey feeds it up ice. Draplik will take it behind the net. Oliveri with his shoulder to him. And he'll backhand it down the length of the rink to the near side corner. 20 seconds to go in the Hoffman minor penalty. 12:10 to go in the second period. This is hung on to by Soper. Gives to the far wing for a clear in to the near side corner where Hunt takes up the fight for the puck. Chris Hunt digging for it here. It is one free by the Mayhem. Push to the near side boards. Kerrigan gives to the far wing. Slap shot by Soper. Knocked down by Williams. Centering pass. Soper's got it. Lost it. Hoffman, fresh from the box, has men going with him. Line onside was Biesinger, but he's whistled off by Noah Ackerman. Oh, that's frustrating to say the least. Tommy Biesinger dragged his foot. He thought he was onside. Unfortunately for the Marksman, he's not. That would have been a superb odd man rush and opportunity. Instead, goes by the wayside. This puck is iced by the Mayhem. The face-off will come right back down into Marksman attacking ice. 11:34 to go in the second period. 3-1 the score. Marksman leading the Mayhem. Alex Reynaud has been the all-star tonight. Product of McGill University. He's just been really good. Sharp on his details and has been a finisher. Driving the net, and something Corey Melkert likes to see. And that's his word, not mine. Details, details, details. The near side wing, Hoffman trying to dump it right back in. He does, sending FX Girard to go to chase for it. Devin Brink, the first in, backhands to the far corner. This works up the boards. Marksman will hold the line. Back behind the net, Drake Glover now. He's bodied back behind the net. Puck jostles free for a moment. Glover, wrap chance, Stiliadis seals. Tried to sweep the puck under himself to cover. A missed. And the Mayhem clear the length of the rink. This is icing. That was nearly catastrophic. As had the Marksman had a little bit more net front pressure, that would have been goal number 4. We've crawled to a snail's pace after a really good clip to start this hockey game. This is a face-off won by the Marksman as Harper plays it behind the net. Wilson swings toward the cage as this one will bounce to the far side boards. Picked up, and Wilson will have to hold the line. Finds Reimers. Reimers will give to Nolan Sheeran. Sheeran dumps it in, chasing it himself with help from Reimers as the Mayhem will work up the far side boards. Slade knocked off the puck. Here's Fraze, centers to Reimers. He fires. Stiliadis got a piece of it. Big rebound, still loose in front. The Marksman will chase it into the near side corner. Sheeran to Reimers behind the net. Feeds to the top of the far circle. Harper will twist back behind the cage. Is going to find this one is Tanner Fraze. Has the puck for a moment, taken away by Cutting. Line held by Harper to Reimers. He shoots, he scores! Zach Reimers goes 5-hole on Stiliadis, and the Marksmen are up 3. Frustration abounding for Macon as the Marksmen had a long period of possession with that puck in their attacking zone. So this goal comes 9:58 into the second period, near the dead midway point of this hockey game, which we have now crossed over. Zach Reimers will have his 3rd goal as a Marksman. Reimers played 19 games in the ECHL with the Iowa Heartlanders, and nearly an identical resume to the man who holds the puck now, Tommy Biesinger. Long time in the ECHL, back to the SP for different reasons, albeit. And now both contributing for the Marksmen, as Reimers is the most recent goal scorer for Fayetteville. Hussey will give to the far boards, as coming to grab it is Vincenzo Renda. Finds Oliveri on the near side boards. Gave up for Bednard, who coughs the puck up. Lambrecht run into by Oliveri, and that's not Oliveri's danger zone. If you get caught up there, you're liable to get flipped end over end. He's done it twice this season. Once against Macon, once against Pensacola, both the Crown Coliseum. Bednard will feed behind the net. Here's a rolling puck that is off of Stiliadis to the near wing Kerrigan. Pokes it ahead, but Oliveri intercepts. Pushes to the far side boards. That's Bednard. He finds Biesinger. Centers to Oliveri. Backdoor pass, but a diving play made by Lambrecht to hold that puck out of a dangerous area. Flipped end over end, is reaching up to hold the line as Reynaud, working on a pair of goals already. Drop back into his own zone. Reynaud will play pitch and catch with Mark Wilson, the product of York University in Canada's U Sports. Wilson finds Matt McNair. He comes driving down the far wing. He's around Kerrigan. Lost the puck in the process. Michael Snow gets to the puck. Sends it ahead looking for Koash. It goes off of him, and the Marksmen are right back to their attacking blue line. McNair and Wilson trying to punch the puck in, and they do. Kerrigan has to go back to retrieve it. Brian Kerrigan hanging on to it directly in back of Stiliadis. Now Michael Snow will push ahead to Nigel Slade, who will dump it in. Harper, one-on-one with Brink in the far corner. Line held by Drapluk. Backhanded it right into the body of Tanner Fraze, who's able to get it out to the red line and maybe more. Slade awaiting it there. A rolling puck. His sticks converge on each other. Fraze tied up by Nigel Slade, who may have gotten away with a hold. Through the middle of the rink, here come the Mayhem. Down the far side boards, a centering pass crossing the attacking blue line. Misses Hansen as the Marksmen get to it. This is Cup. Nearly a rare turnover. Rolling puck as the Mayhem had it at the blue line, intercepted by Reimers. Zach Reimers driving. He'll drop for Sheeran, pulls the trigger. Big rebound, score! That'll be the first point of the season at any level for Nolan Sheeran, as the Marksmen capitalize on the rebound at the far side boards. Tanner Fraze will have the goal, and it's 5-1 in favor of the Marksmen. The time of this goal will be 12:47 into the second period. And the Marksmen are all over the Mayhem here in the second. Bednard gives ahead to McCloy. He fires wide of Stiliadis. Greg Hussey is the backup goaltender. As this one rolls into Stiliadis, he'll hold and cover. More on him in a moment as Zach Desjardins will stick with his starter for now. 5-1 Marksmen lead, 6:58 to go in the second period.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
6:58 to go in the second period here from Macon, Georgia, as the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 5-1 lead on the Macon Mayhem. Only slip-up came late in the first period on a Brendan Hussey goal. The Marksmen have scored 3. Reynaud, Remmers, Fraze, the goal scorers. The face-off will be to the blocker side of Michael Stiliadis. It's won by the Marksman, who will fly it to the near side boards. Oliveri dumps it behind the net. Rogers handcuffed by it as Biesinger will hold the line with a great hand-eye coordination play. Mayhem try to get it out again. Biesinger holds the line. Ran into Bednard in the process. Gives the puck off to him. To the point now. Renda holds, fires a rolling puck. Biesinger pushes to Bednard, who is unable to settle the puck on edge. Mayhem struggling to get this out. Lambrecht leaves it in space for Soper. He'll find Mikhail Yunk. Yunk gives to the near wing. This is Hussey. Long drive right into Williams' gut, and he'll pause with 6:20 to go in this second period. Marksmen looking to grow the win streak to 9 straight games. Franchise long dates all the way back into the mid-2000s. An 11-game win streak for the Marksmen franchise. And there's a hard hit delivered, and this is going to be a penalty. It's going to go on McNair. It's going to be boarding on Daniel Martin, who will have a few words as McNair will have a seat in the box. Only the second penalty of the game. Both have gone against the Marksmen. And this is the only real hockey infraction, with Hoffman's minor being for shooting the puck over the glass. So 13:48 into this second period. The Marksmen are right back on the Freddy's penalty kill. You can visit Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers at their Ramsey Street location across from Methodist University. And as a reminder, when you attend a Marksman game in person and the Marksmen kill off a penalty, everyone in attendance wins free custard, courtesy of Freddy's. Up the far side boards is Rogers. Crosses the red line with a pass to Yunk, who will dump it into the far corner. This puck was initially touched with a high stick by Biesinger on the penalty kill unit. It'll be waved as the Mayhem take over possession. Lambrecht to the near side point. Gives to the near circle for Devin Brink. Pushes to the point. Long shot by Rogers. Knocked down on the way through. Here's a chance again through traffic. Yunk unable to get to it. Brink has a near face-off circle. Slides to Mikhail Yunk. Looked for a wrap chance. Never came. Rogers slides to the top of the near circle. Lambrecht pushes back for Rogers. His wrist shot off the end wall. Big rebound. Marksmen try to clear. They cannot. Cody Rogers holds the line at the near point. He'll look to the far side wing and hits Brink with a pass. Devin Brink to the near side corner now. Yunk holding, firing. This one goes off the outside of the net, and that is into the protected netting and out of play. 4:58 remaining in the second period. Marksmen firmly in control, 5-1.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Face-off won by the Marksmen as we resume play with 4:58 to go in the second period. Marksmen have 40 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. As a headman look could spring a chance. This is Snow, fires. Williams standing tall, got a piece of it with a blocker. The rebound scooped up by Macon to the near side point. This is Soper. Will drop to Scott Kowash, who turns at the near face-off circle. He fires, scored. That puck was tipped on the way through. And I'm not sure if that ricocheted off of Oliveri in front or if it was a Macon player, but for now it'll be Scott Coash's goal, 5-2. Goal comes 15:02 into the second period. For Coash, it'll be his 12th of the season as the Marksmen yield one on the penalty kill. And that'll be one that Corey Melkert wants to clean up. For now, a goal of ill consequence makes the game 5-2. As Macon wins the ensuing faceoff from center, and they'll dump it in. Williams out of his net to set this one on a tee. As the Marksmen give this into the middle of the rink. A rolling puck. They've got to recover on it. Harper pushes up the rink for Drake Glover. Has to dump it in. Alex Reynaud there to grab it. Finds FX Girard. He's double teamed. Girard getting some help from Glover, but Draplick's the one to come away with the puck. So the Mayhem will have it in neutral ice. Headman look to Lambrecht. Puck taken off of his stick by Mark Wilson. Slid to the near side wing as Girard will dump it in. FX Girard to the near corner. Centers for a one-timer. Glover pushes it just wide. Drake Glover behind the net. Peeled off the boards. As Macon is able to get this one out. Lambrecht has Hussey going with him. Dumps it in. Hussey was offside. He doesn't realize it. He's got to peel away as Ryan Bray has his arms up. Everybody set to go as Tanner Fraze took a high, hard shot. Now Harper's all over his man as that was Cutting who delivered the hit. Harper gets on top of him, and Cutting throws his helmet back at Harper in disgust. I think he may be cut. Harrison Harper will be escorted away as Taylor Cutting has more words for him. Those two came together at the end of the first period. First time all season series, Taylor Cutting has been forced to answer for his actions. And he does so with a scrape on the skin. And we'll see how this gets sorted out. Harper will have a major as he dropped the gloves and threw the punch. Taylor Cutting is off. And we'll see if there will be any penalty to him. And certainly we'll wait for any announcement from the public address system. Ken Radulinski is the referee in tonight's game. For those of you who follow along with all of minor league hockey, he was the referee during the bench clearing brawl between Watertown and Carolina in the Federal League a couple of weeks ago. And we'll see what comes of this. As we told you, Radulinski is the president of the Georgia Ice Hockey Officials Association. And it's Shane Bednard and Joe Draplick who are receiving explanations here. No penalties have gone up on the scoreboard as of yet. Undoubtedly, Harrison Harper is going to receive a major penalty here. Drop the gloves, threw a punch. That's a fighting major. Question is there going to be any penalty to Taylor Cutting for the high hit on Tanner Fraze? And we're going to get a longer pause here as Cutting's blood is all over the front of the ice. Or I should say the ice in front of the Marksman bench. There were a lot of words exchanged between those two at the end of that altercation. We'll see if Cutting will be stitched up in return for period number 3. Only 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second period. 5-2, the Marksmen leading the Macon Mayhem. Offensive onslaught in the second period has certainly helped contribute to that. And it appears Ken Radulinski has the penalties sorted out. He'll relay to Shane Bednard and Joe Draplik. Tricky situation here is, though, if Harper threw punches and in Radulinski's mind, Cutting was an unwilling combatant, that could be a 5-minute power play for the Macon Mayhem. Alternatively, it could be a major against Harper and a minor against Cutting, which we have seen before this year. And a lot of head nodding going on between all four parties involved in this conversation. Ken Radulinski, Ryan Bray, Joseph Draplik, and Shane Bednard. Some extensive cleaning being done by the ice crew here for the Macon Mayhem at the Macon Coliseum. We'll pause for 30 seconds while this is sorted out. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Only penalty that's been put up on the scoreboard is a 5-minute major to Harrison Harper for fighting. Corey Melkert has gone ballistic on Ken Radulinski. And he's got reason to. With no penalty at all to Cutting, what you're saying is the hit that was delivered right to the head of Tanner Fraze was legal. And furthermore than that, you're putting Cutting in a position where if he's stitched up, he's going to be allowed to do it again. And that's Melkert's argument. But this is going to be a 5-minute major power play for the Macon Mayhem with 3:20 to go in the second period. And that'll carry over to fresh ice. And keep in mind, on a major power play, the penalty has to time out. And you can score as many times as you want. And that is one that is going to be particularly difficult to swallow because Cutting has had a history of being a borderline player, came up high with a hit on Tanner Fraze. Harper all over him. And he got the better of him. And now the question is Harper ejected with a misconduct or not? Only penalty on the scoreboard right now is a 5-minute major to Harrison Harper. That's the fighting major. No penalty has been given to Taylor Cutting as of yet here. And it will be a 5-on-4, 5-minute power play. So the face-off will be to the glove side of Matt Williams. Right here may very well be the hockey game, too. And a good start to this Freddy's penalty kill for the Marksmen as Harper will have a major penalty for fighting. And, yeah, apparently you can't have a fighting major without a combatant. Very rare does it happen. But this is a situation. Let's see if there's an ejection announced. Lambrecht gives to the back door. Here's a chance. Oh, Matt Williams! Got across and nearly a full split to make the save. And he keeps it 5-2. So officially, as what was announced, and we'll keep an eye on this for you, Harper was given a 10-minute misconduct as the aggressor, according to the online scoring system. So he'll be done. That's it for Harrison Harper. He'll be ejected. That can be reviewed by the league, although I doubt it will be based on previous incidences of the like in the SPHL. And for some reason, there is a penalty being registered to Taylor Cutting in the scoring system. I'll just pass along to you all. That is not correct, as it is a 5-on-4 power play for the Macon Mayhem. And with the puck out of play, this faceoff is going to come back into neutral ice. Folks, don't change your radio dial. Coming up during our second period intermission report, we'll put this period on reset for you, as well as answer some of your questions from up here in the broadcast booth. All that and more coming up on our second period intermission report. The Marksmen Radio Network and Hockey TV. Hard hit delivered right to the back, and Hoffman's going to have to account for this one. All sorts of punches in the near side corner. Nigel Slade has the collar of Zach Hoffman as he got into Devin Brink. That'll be boarding. Slade's going to go for fighting. Hoffman's going to go for fighting. The initial penalty will be for boarding. Good to see Devin Brink get up. And now some more penalty sorting that'll have to be done at the scorer's table. Zach Hoffman, big-bodied defenseman, and he doesn't necessarily play downhill, as that penalty did not look like it was going to be a crushing blow, but he teed up Devin Brink. Got him right between the crosshairs, and the way Brink was turned certainly makes that a board, and you could see Hoffman knew it before Nigel Slade came and fought him. So he already had the shrug in his shoulders, and he knew it. And I'd imagine here this is going to turn into a 5-on-3 advantage for Macon for 2 minutes, with a fighting major to go to Hoffman and a fighting major to go to Slade. And see if anything comes out of this. There will not be a fighting major there. Those penalties are going to cancel each other out. So we'll stay 5-on-4 with a rolling puck at the back post that rolls off the shin pad of Brendan Hussey, and this is coming all the way out. It's a tough break for Slade, as he was just trying to stand up for Devin Brink there, and got a couple shots in on Hoffman, but because of that, what would have been 2 consecutive minutes of 5-on-3 time negated. Brendan Hussey, the near side boards, will backhand it for Rogers. Will fling to the far boards. This is Draplick driving. Edged off the puck by Arenda as this puck jostles free initially. Sheeran will get some help, but is unable to clear it out. Michael Snow will have it near side point. Snow gave to the far side face-off circle, looking for Hussey, who was unable to handle the pass. This puck's out of play. I don't think it hit anything, or it didn't hit at any marksman, so that face-off will be coming outside the blue line. Just 80 seconds to go in a wild and wacky second period, where the Marksmen have outscored the Mayhem 3-1. 5-2 the score. Marksmen are down Harrison Harper, and again, with the major multiplied by the aggressor penalty, that can be reviewed by the league. The Marksmen do have a bonus defenseman on the trip. The healthy extra tonight is Sam Storman. The near side face-off circle. Brink shovers to the near corner. Back up to the point. This is Lambrecht. finds Mikhail Young at the near circle. Fed below the goal line, backdoor pass. Williams sliding across. Renda got in front of it as Curtis Hansen tries to settle. Taken away from him by FX Girard. He'll clear now, a foot race. Basinger's ahead of everybody. Tommy Basinger driving under the backhand. Stiliadis makes the save with a goal stick. It's a good stop by Stiliadis now. Just 35 seconds to go in the second period. Hansen centers Lambrecht. Backhands to the point. Kerrigan now hanging on to it. Feeds the far hash marks. Brink gives back to Kerrigan. He'll push for Lambrecht. Lambrecht tied up by Biesinger, who will clear it off the near boards and all the way out. Just 20 seconds to go. Kerrigan will receive from Stiliadis. Long look up ice as Brian Kerrigan will find his man. That's Snow up the near wing. Nearly tripped up by Oliveri as Coash will take the puck. Backhands toward the net front. Off a body on the way through as this puck's on the end wall. Getting to it is Oliveri. He'll backhand up through center. And that is where the period will come to a close. Shots on goal through the second period for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 7. And a game total of 21. And for the Macon Mayhem, 9. And a game total of 18. Where it counts, the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 5-2 lead through 40 minutes of play. We'll be right back after these messages to walk you through what was a wild second period. This is Marksman Hockey.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes the guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
How do you take?
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
How do you take the coolest game on Earth and make it even hotter? That's what we're trying to figure out. This rebrand night will showcase our burning passion for the game. Add some zest, a little sizzle, and try to spice things up a little bit. This is one night you won't want to miss. The only question is it too hot for you to handle?
At Carolina's Dentist and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Bradford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
We welcome you back to the Macon Coliseum. Drew Blevins alongside you on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. Fayetteville Marksmen have a 5-2 lead on the Macon Mayhem through 40 minutes of play as we put this period on reset for you. It starts off quickly, but it's Macon who really drove the pace over the first 2 or 3 shifts. I thought that was Matt Williams' best sequence of saves in the hockey game. As you got to remember, going into this period, it was a 2-1 game. And anything can happen. I thought Macon had really good jump and poise. And then Alex Reynaud gets the puck on the near side goalpost, chips it over Michael Stiliadis to make it 3-1. Reynaud's second of the game, and the offensive onslaught was on from there. Zach Reimers would capitalize halfway through the period as he makes a solid move and goes 5-hole on Stiliadis. And then Tanner Fraze bangs home a rebound in front. That makes it 5-1. And you really did not sense the same oomph and gumption from the Macon Mayhem after goals 4 and 5. Those look like straws that breaks the camel's back, proverbially speaking, and it all comes in a relatively short amount of time, 8 minutes and change for those 3 goals to happen, and you go from being a shot away from tying to now really having to climb up a mountain. Scott Koash gets it back on the power play after a Matt McNair boarding penalty. That makes it 5-2. And then everything just sort of broke loose as Taylor Cutting came up high with a hit on Tanner Fraze. No penalty to Cutting, but he did have to answer for the hit as Harrison Harper got him from behind, dropped the gloves, fought him, drew some blood. Harper given a 5-minute major for fighting. That penalty still has 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining on it that'll carry over into the third period. He was also given an aggressor misconduct penalty. He's done for the night. Taylor Cutting, if he can get his face fixed, is able to come back for the third period, but he was bleeding profusely skating off the ice, and that's one that Cutting will remember, no doubt. These two teams will face off against each other right back here in Macon March 4th and 5th before the season series concludes in Fayetteville March 11th and 12th. And then an altercation involving Zach Hoffman as he boarded Devin Brink. That would have been 2 minutes of 5-on-3 time, but Nigel Slade wanted to be the vigilante to stand up for his teammate. Both players given minor penalties. We stay at 5-on-4, which is where we will be for the final minute and 40 seconds of the Harper Major once this third period starts. So wild and wacky the second period was, but entertaining nonetheless. And if you're a Marksman fan, this is exactly the way you want this hockey game going. 5-2 in your control and yours to finish off. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break. Coming back from it, we'll answer some of your listener-submitted questions right up here in the broadcast booth. This is Marksman Hockey. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome back inside the broadcast booth here in Macon, Georgia. Drew Blevins alongside you. Time for our Ask the Voice segment, where we do our best to answer some of your questions about hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen. Our first question tonight comes from Elmo, who's listening in Red Springs. Elmo wants to know, what does the call-up system look like, and how does the ladder to the NHL work in minor league hockey? This is a great question, and one we haven't really touched on extensively. We've talked a little bit about the call-up system between the SPHL and the ECHL, but in North American professional hockey, there are 5 leagues. The NHL is the top league. That is one of your big 4. The Stanley Cup's awarded. It's a big deal, as all of you, I'm sure, well know. Right behind that is the American Hockey League. The AHL would be the equivalent to AAA baseball for those of you who are minor league baseball fans. That's where guys are sent to rehab. There are two-way contracts, which means NHL teams can call those guys that are on two-ways back and forth without having to send them beyond the waiver wire for 24 hours. But the AHL is that top developmental ground. The nearest AHL team to Fayetteville is the Florida Panthers AHL affiliate, the Charlotte Checkers. Right behind that is the ECHL, which is AA hockey. And the ECHL is actually the last line of affiliation with NHL teams. And I'd have to do a little bit of research to confirm this, but I believe the closest ECHL team to Fayetteville is actually in Charleston, South Carolina. That is the South Carolina Stingrays, who are the ECHL affiliate of the Washington Capitals. If it's not Charleston, it's Norfolk, and the Norfolk Admirals are the ECHL affiliate of the Carolina Hurricanes. Then you have the SPHL, High A Hockey. That's where the Marksmen are. You'll follow along with High A Hockey all year round, and below the SPHL is the Federal Hockey League, which would be the equivalent of your Single A Hockey League. Our other question comes from Jack, and Jack is listening out in Youngsville, North Carolina. Jack wants to know, what's the best bus story you have? And Jack, what you've got to understand about the bus is it is kind of a sanctum sanctorum for a lot of these hockey players, and what happens on the bus sort of stays on the bus. But I will share this one with you. On the way back from Birmingham after the January 22nd win, normally it's the trainer Kyle Sherrill who takes the role of lead navigator and sits at the very front of the bus right next to the driver. And Kenny has done a fantastic job for us all year long and deserves a lot of praise for the tremendous amount of hours and work he puts in. But that night, Harrison Harper, big ball of energy, giant personality, gave Kyle Sherrill the night off as navigator. And normally, Kyle will take a snooze somewhere around 3 or 4 a.m. after he's stayed up and regaled conversations with Kenny and helped him navigate onto the last highway before getting back to the Crown Coliseum. Oh, no. Harrison Harper was right there for all 8 hours of the drive back from Birmingham to Fayetteville. I'll admit I fell asleep somewhere in the 1:30 or 2 a.m. neighborhood, but Harrison Harper, just a ball of energy and a huge personality, and I'm sure that is a drive back that Kenny will never forget. So thank you to Elmo and thank you to Jack for their questions. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS at marksmanhockey.com, with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about the game of hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll step aside for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back, we'll take you around the SPHL. This is Marksman Hockey.
do you take the coolest game on Earth and make it even hotter? That's what we're trying to figure out. This rebrand night will showcase our burning passion for the game. Add some zest, a little sizzle, and try to spice things up a little bit. This is one night you won't want to miss. The only question is it too hot for you to handle?
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up. They spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia, inside the broadcast booth. I'm Drew Blevins. Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. We will start things off in Roanoke, where the Pensacola Ice Flyers have just iced their game against the Rail Yard Dogs with an empty net goal. Pensacola will win that one by a final count of 7-4, as the Rail Yard Dogs have now lost 6 of their last 7, and they're in a cold slump right now. Pensacola will take over the 6th spot in the SPHL. Peoria is in Vermilion County tonight. The Bobcats holding their own. It's a 1-1 tie from the David S. Palmer Arena halfway through the hockey game. Quad City has leapt out to a 3-0 lead at home midway through the game over the Evansville Thunderbolts. And Huntsville has a 1-0 lead over Birmingham. They have just finished the first period in the middle, the state of Alabama. Here it's 5-2. The Marksmen lead, looking to seal off the victory for win number 9 in this win streak. We'll bring it to you right after this.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. Drew Blevins alongside you. Third period puck drop time. As the Fayetteville Marksmen look to finish off the Macon Mayhem, looking for their 11th win over Macon this season. They'll start the period off shorthanded. Harrison Harper still has a minute and 40 seconds remaining on his minor penalty, or his major penalty, I should say. Just timing out at the end of that period were the minors to Zach Hoffman and Nigel Slade. Zach Reimers will serve the remainder of the major for Harper, who has been ejected from the contest because of the aggressor misconduct penalty. Away we go. Macon at their attacking blue line, just trying to dump it in unsuccessfully. So the Marksmen will thwart the puck and send it right back through center ice. Macon will reload up the far side boards. This is Lambrecht. He'll dump it in this time. All the way around the boards. Slade will give to Cody Rogers. Rogers walks, thought about a slapper, instead gives to Slade. His one-timer sealed by Williams, who will cover the rebound. Matt Williams has had a nice technical game. He hasn't been tested often. But just by conglomeration of shots, he'll be in a position where he could register his single-game career high in saves, which up to this point had been 22 twice, once against Roanoke in a 3-2 loss. Records a sterling performance on 23 shots and a 3-1 win over Birmingham back on January 22nd. Marksmen have the puck in their own zone, flipped all the way around to the far blue line. Line held there by Lambrecht. He'll push to Rogers and back for Lambrecht. Between the face-off circle, swings to Slade, thought about his shot, instead zips across to the far circle, Devin Brink. Just 40 seconds remaining on the Harper Major. To the point now, Lambrecht swings to Rogers, pushes for Nigel Slade. Top of the near face-off circle, Slade gave a cross, diving, sweeping. Marksman can't get it out. Desperation play by Glover. Now a chance off the mask. Rogers' shot ricochets off the helmet of Matt Williams. Now at the top of the near circle, Mikhail Yunk feeds across for Lambrecht. Sets up Rogers. His shot through traffic blocked on the way through. 10 seconds to go on the major penalty. To the point, Lambrecht holds the line. Will give to Nigel Slade. Probing for room, he'll back out to the top of the near circle. Gave for Rogers, one-timer. Cut down by Williams, who will hold with 1 second to go on this major penalty. Good stop, good puck tracking by Matt Williams. Face-off will be to his glove side with Reimers up in the box. He'll come out practically as soon as the puck hits the ice. Major penalty killed. Oliveri gives to the near side boards as Reimers was slow getting out. It nearly sprung a breakaway. Bouncing puck. Reimers got a piece of it with his stick. This puck will be swept to the near side boards. Dropped back as Curtis Hansen tried to play for Brian Kerrigan. Taylor McCloy will chase Kerrigan, who has the puck. Knocked off his stick, and Hoffman will give to Oliveri. Pushes up ice for Shane Bednard at the red line. Bednard backhands for McCloy. Miscommunication causes a turnover. Here's Hoffman. Will spin back for Bednard. This time he puts it in the skates of Biesinger. Getting to it is Soper. Sends it off the far boards. That is out. Marksmen settle at their own blue line. Oliveri winds and fires a slap shot. McCloy the first to it. Icing waved as Biesinger tried to thread the needle to Bednard in the back door. Now Oliveri tees up a slapper off the outside of the net. Rebound squirts to the near side boards. This is backhanded ahead. Scott Koash will drive. Koash skates on his backhand, shovels one toward the net as the stick was lifted in the slot. Oliveri had the stick pitchforked out of his hands right in front of Ken Radolinski, and no penalty. Well, there's one such thing as a stick lift. That was stick lift off. We'll continue 5-on-5. 3 minutes gone by here in this third period. Push to the near side boards. At the red line, Sheeran with a good stick lift allowed the puck to bounce to Renda. Stolen away by Draplik. The center ice face-off circle. Joe Draplik will give it back to his defensive partner. That's Cutting, who will not be a cosmetics model for the next handful of days. Now Sheeran for the Marksmen. Curls around the diving defenseman as laying out was Draplik. Wins the battle and pitchforks the puck ahead. Taken down by Arenda. Pushes ahead for Nolan Sheeran, who will drop for Renda. Sheeran already had an assist in this game. Behind the net, Sheeran. Stick handling around of Koash. Nolan Sheeran worked on by Rogers. Sheeran with one hand on his stick, one hand protecting. Does yeoman's work as Reynaud came to try to knock it free. The Mayhem instead will lift this one back through center ice and into their attacking zone. Williams will give a cross for Renda, who will push up to Reynaud, and in turn gives to FX Girard driving. Tried to lift it on the short side and missed wide of the near post. Cup fumbles with the puck stolen away. Now a chance for Macon. Up the far side boards, Hansen run into on a clean check from Hoffman. That'll negate the chance, and the Marksmen have it. They're into attacking space. Drop for Hoffman. His one-timer knuckles in. Stiliadis kicks it loose. Moved back up to the near side boards. Driving here with a wrist shot is Lambrecht. Williams makes the save and melts the rebound. 15:25 to go in the third period. In doing my research this week, I've neglected to tell you one of my favorite stories that I found out. Brian Kerrigan, defenseman for the Macon Mayhem, who is on the ice here alongside his partner Joe Draplik. Once upon a career ago, back about 3 seasons, played with the Potomac Patriots in the USPHL. And I had the opportunity to call some of his junior games there. And every now and then I'll run into that. But that's been a first in the SPHL, and excited to be back on the airwaves calling Brian's games. As coming from Potomac, he would have played North Carolina against the then East Coast Eagles, now Carolina Junior Hurricanes. And, of course, there are a fair amount of people who are affiliated with the Charlotte Rush of the USPHL that now have ties with the Marksmen as Macon enters the zone offside. 14:52 to go in the third period. 5-2 Marksmen lead.
Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
14:52 to go in the third period here in Macon, Georgia, as the Fayetteville Marksmen look to put the finishing touches on what will be their 9th straight victory. They've already won the season series against Macon. Did that back in early January. As while we've told you all these games between these two teams have been relatively close, Marksmen have come up on top every time. And the easy thing to do would be to think of this as a tune-up contest for pivotal games coming up tomorrow and Sunday, but Corey Melkert wanted his guys locked in, and they have at points. At others, perhaps left some to be desired, but Marksmen will look to finish this one off. Soper backhands to the slot. This is intercepted and sent up ice by Wilson. Turned over at the blue line. As driving in here is Michael Snow. He's beat to the near side corner by the Marksman defensive group. On his stomach trying to make the play is Jarrett Cupp. This is Koash. Turned the puck over to Cupp. Sends it up the near side boards. Here come the Marksmen. This is Tanner Fraze who has a goal in this one. Has Reimers driving. Fed him the puck, but missed with a pass too far for him. Macon will grab it. Up through center. This is Koash who will dump it in. To receive, Oliveri for the Marksmen. Sends to Reynaud on the near side boards. Right back for Oliveri. He'll take a step up ice. Hits Reynaud off the heel of his stick. This is going to roll into the near corner. Soper, normally responsible defenseman, will send it into traffic. Devin Brink and Nigel Slade will work for it. Reynaud battling against them, and he'll get some assistance from the point in the form of FX Girard. Given away to Slade, who dropped back for Soper. Tried to send it ahead to Hansen. Intercepted by Oliveri. Ahead of the red line. He'll dump it right back in. From behind the net. This will be sent ahead. Oliveri once again with another dispossession. Here's Oliveri. Toe drags. Lost the puck on good defensive positioning on the near side half wall by Danny Martin. Their own blue line. The Marksmen are going to settle this puck. 13 minutes to go in the third period. It's turned into a rather sleepy conclusion to this contest. Up the near side half wall, driving is Biesinger. As this puck will be taken by Cody Rogers. Gives up ice, and Lambrecht's got a step. Lambrecht fires a long wrist shot, patted away by Williams. That save should be the one that will extend his single-game high in his young pro career to 23. Hoffman gives to Biesinger. Cross-ice pass, he was looking for McCloy. Missed him too far, but the puck does not make the goal line, so no icing will keep going. Marksman looking to force a turnover and attacking ice. This puck does just squirt outside the blue line as Bednard overworks Mikhail Young. Puck squirts free to Mark Wilson. Touches to the far side wing. That's Biesinger. Biesinger fires a low wrist shot. Puck is loose in the slot. And a good job by Stiliadis with an active stick to keep it out. Behind the net now, Bednard reaching after the puck as he gets hog-tied. Biesinger coming to knock the puck free. He does. Tied up as Biesinger will win the battle. Found Bednard in the near corner. Pushes up for Renda. Gave across to Wilson. This shot tipped just wide of the far post. Behind the net now, Taylor McCloy will hold the puck for the Marksmen. McCloy rotates around the far face-off circle. Leaves it for Vincenzo Renda, who stick handles in. Now Renda trying to pull a move. Good play by Young to take it away from him. Unable to clear. McCloy, bottom of the near circle now. Rotates all the way to the point. Survives a couple of slashes from Hussey. Dumps it in. Corey Melkert is all over Ken Radolinski, who's missed 2 or 3 obvious slashes here. Behind the net, here's a chance. Reimers centers in front. Now a penalty. This is going to go against Macon. Reimers gives it up to the point. A bouncing puck settled by Wilson. Pushed to the far side, hash marks. Held on to by Renda, sets up Wilson. Here's a one-timer off the blocker of Stiliadis. Macon touches, and the Marksmen will go on to their first power play of the game here in this third period. Corey Melkert, he could have rivaled any jet plane in noise there, as you could hear him echoing through the Macon Centerplex. This penalty is going to go to Cody Rogers for tripping. The Marksmen will go on to the St. Peter Pest Control here. 8:58 into this third period. Marksman power play operating at 18.4%. It's good for 6th in the SPHL as they jam it right in front of Stiliadis off the draw. He'll cover. St. Peter Pest Control provides year-round pest control solutions. Send all your bugs to see St. Peter. Just 6 seconds. They'll tick off the clock. The face-off will be to the glove side of Stiliadis. Face-off won by the Marksman to the point. Oliveri winds, fakes the slapper. Will give to Bednard, who sets it up behind the net. Biesinger gave it right back to Bednard. His shot, they score! Shane Bednard picks the glove side corner. A power play marker for the Marksman. And it's 6-2. Shane Bednard has been a point-per-game player for the Marksmen. This power play goal will come 9:15 into the third period. Bednard will have his 9th of the year for his 25th point. The Fayetteville Marksmen dropping the hammer on the Macon Mayhem here as we near the halfway point this third period. Macon will dump it in off the near sideboards. This is smacked off the glasses. McNair gets upended. Danny Martin punished by Zach Hoffman. This puck's taken in the far corner. FX Girard onto it for the Marksman. Had his stick lifted by Koash. Koash and Michael Snow working for the puck here. Won by Jarrett Cupp. Plays behind the net for Hoffman. His clearing attempt goes off a body of the way through. Puck is tied up in the slot. Reaching after it is Snow, looking for help from Hunt. That never came. Marksmen survive. Hoffman starts things up from behind his own net. Will find Alex Reynaud. He'll dump it in ahead of the red line into the far side corner. Tracking it down is Daniel Martin. Martin survives a body check, moves it up cleanly to Mikhail Young. Feeds it up ice further as he was looking for Lambrecht. This puck will be taken ahead by the Marksmen. Reimers may have gotten slashed on the hand. Feeds to the far side boards. This is Oliveri. Turns it back for Vincenzo Renda. Renda will give to Oliveri. Headman look for Tanner Fraze. 2-on-1 defensively. Fraze awaiting reinforcements. Sheeran will drive the net. Fraze sends a bouncing puck in on goal. Knocked away by Stiliadis. Into the near side corner. 9:15 to go in the third period. 6-2 Marksman lead. Centering pass goes off the stick of Lambrecht. Taken by Cody Rogers, who will backhand it off the far glass and out. Marksman reset and neutral ice. Young takes the puck away. Sheeran reaching with one hand. Loses the battle to Nigel Slade. Slade tried to backhand ahead as he was looking for the driving Lambrecht. Finds him in the near side corner, but he'll give it away to Biesinger. Drops for Oliveri, who will shoot this one off a defenseman. Foot race for it. Biesinger almost won it. Sticks converge as the puck pops up in the air. Was loose in the slot for a second. As the Mayhem survive, may have a chance off this. This is Curtis Hansen. A great play by Wilson, who met him stick to stick and squashed the chance. Brought up the far side boards. As calling for it was McCloy. Cup will be the one to backhand it off a body. And now Macon will bring it into the form of Nigel Slade. Backhanded into the near side corner. 8:30 to go in the third period. 6-2 Marksman lead. Biesinger watches the puck roll off of his forehand. Trapluk gives back for a long shot from Kerrigan. Off the far leg pad of Williams. He'll melt it. 8:11 to go in the third period. Marksmen have this one on cruise control. 6-2.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Rayford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
Round of applause given there during the break as Taylor Cutting has rejoined his team on the bench after medical repairs given. And I can see from up here in the perch, Cutting has a taped wrist. It looks like what may be a hand bandage there as well. So the face-off will go to the blocker side of Williams. We'll keep an eye on Cutting as things could get interesting if he's able to come back out for a shift. Right now he's there for moral support. Centering pass, Reynaud fires just over top the crossbar. It's a good chance for the Marksmen once again. Fayetteville's had a few of them. Headman look up ice as Chris Hunt watches Zach Hoffman, who will finish him into the end wall. Oliveri picks up the loose change, gives to Matt McNair, who will steer to Alex Reynaud in the near boards. Reynaud's ahead of the attacking blue line. Dumps it behind the net where Oliveri's jumped up into the rush. He and Matt McNair working against Danny Martin for the puck. Martin comes away with it, sends it off the far glass. Reimers holds with a bouncing slap shot. Knocked down by Stiliadis, who is frustrated as I think that may have double pinballed off of his own guy. This is Snow, dumping it in onto Williams, who will steer to the far side corner. Tanner Fraze picks up the puck there for the Marksman. Hill center. It's driven up ice by Nolan Sheeran. Sheeran with an assist already. Lays it off the backboards, and product of Canisius has enjoyed what is now officially his third stint with the Marksman. Young centers off a Marksman's stick. This puck is on edge. Settled by Rogers, who will feed it below the goal line toward Young, but we've got a whistle. This is going to be offside. Just 7:02 to go in the third period, and the Marksmen looking to finish off their 9th straight win. It's not in the cards for them to hop over Quad City if the score holds from Tax Slayer Center, as the Storm, at last check, have a 3-0 lead on the Evansville Thunderbolts. Evansville was the last team in the league without an overtime loss until last weekend when they dropped one in an extra session to Birmingham. Backhanded to the far side corner. Driving in here is Curtis Hansen. Has Slade with him as they engage against Sheeran and Wilson. Marksmen had it, worked up the far side boards. Line held. Now in the goaltender's trapezoid. Macon will fling it to the point. This is Kerrigan. Sends a long shot off a body on the way through, and the Marksman will skate this one out to the safety of center. That's Renda. Gains the red line. He'll just backhand it deep into attacking ice. Line change coming for the Marksman. Nigel Slade backhands to the far side corner. First in is Hoffman. Plays it craftily off the end wall to Drake Glover in the near side wing. Right back for Hoffman off the end boards. Centers to Bednard, who has to get out of dodge as he'll find Jarrett Cupp, who leans back and sends this one the length of the rink. No icing. Good pressure here from the Marksman as Bednard goes to work against Danny Martin. Forces him to cough the puck up. Bednard backhands. Looking in space. Bednard gets the puck returned to him. Bednard survives a shoulder from Young, who gave the puck to Drake Glover, but his momentum carried him out to center. Everybody will touch up. 5:35 to go third period. 6-2 Marksman. Off the far side half wall, Reynaud was calling for it. This will be settled as stick came up high on a follow-through from Hoffman as he may have caught Lambrecht. They're attacking blue line. Here comes Macon as Young will feed to Zach Lambrecht. Lambrecht centers. He was looking for Cutting on his first shift back after repairs. Cutting just has to play it into the trapezoid behind the net. Lambrecht now probes for space. Gives to the point. Here's Bush Anderson with a shot that dribbles it onto Williams. Tried to cover but missed the puck. Will continue play behind the Marksman net. Oliveri looked to clear up the far boards unsuccessfully as Young rolls this one right in front. Williams wants a whistle. He'll get it, melting it with his blocker hand. 4:51 remaining in the third period of this one. Marksman looking for win number 9 in the streak. 6-2 the score, they lead.
How do you take the coolest game on earth and make it even hotter? That's what we're trying to figure out. This rebrand night will showcase our burning passion for the game. Add some zest, a little sizzle, and try to spice things up a little bit. This is one night you won't want to miss. The only question is it too hot for you to handle?
Monday will be a big day for the Fayetteville Marksmen as the rebrand night reveal will commence. That'll be done across all Marksmen social media platforms, 12 p.m. on Monday. Again, not a permanent rebrand, one night only. That game will be played in the rebrand uniforms with the rebrand logo on March 19th against Birmingham as this one skips in to Matt Williams, who will hold against his chest. And it's been a fun project to see come to fruition. Certainly very excited to bring you the story of the rebranded identity and what it means to the team and the area on Monday. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Williams, won by the Marksman. Matt Williams looking to grow his record back to an even 500. Hung in for a couple of tough punches at the start of his Marksman tenure, but he's going to skate away from this one with back-to-back wins. And he's come up with some big saves. Hasn't been tested with many grade A chances, but he's been good when he has been tonight, I think. Into the near side corner. This will be Rogers who has the puck. Steers it up to the near side boards. Hunt will chip it into attacking space. Marksmen are going to have 26 wins after this one. 9 of them consecutively. A chance for 10 and 11 against the team that right now occupies the league's top spot. Of course, Huntsville in action tonight. They can take it right back from Knoxville, but everybody in Huntsville, Alabama, is going to be big Marksman fans. That's a Havoc team that really likes to be top dog. This is a pass in front. Goes off bodies on the way through. Sheeran will drop for Hoffman. Slides to the near circle. Reimers centers. He was looking for Hoffman. That's taken away by Brink, and he'll be able to send it out to center. Don Oliveri will handle the puck for the Marksman. Gives across to the far side boards as Hoffman will push it up. He and Nigel Slade tie up, and Slade's going to skate away from that one, with Hoffman having about 5 inches of height. Here's a centering pass off the stick of Kerrigan. Bounces to Stiliadis. He'll cover. 3:07 to go in the third period. And just to give you an update on what's at stake here, for the Marksmen, they'll go to 53 standings points. For all of what may end up being 30 minutes, they'll hop over Quad City. The Storm still have a lead over Evansville. Peoria in the Marksmen's sights as they're just 5 points back of the Rivermen. This puck is in the trapezoid behind Michael Stiliadis, who has really been forced to hang in tonight. He's been left out to dry on a couple of occasions. Here's Biesinger. Gives in front. He was looking for the driving forward that would have been Glover. Taken back as Wilson tackles his man. Ken Radulinski has officiated this one as leniently as anybody we've seen all year. So no penalty and a 3-on-2 for the Marksmen. Bednard had the puck as the trailer, lost it to Yunk, who will push to Lambrecht. Lambrecht gives to the middle. Here's Yunk with his shot. Waffle boarded away by Williams. Punched it right to FX Girard. This is going to spring a chance. Jarrett Cupp with a puck on edge. Lost it. As Taylor Cutting will take it from him. Cutting, stick checked by Reynaud. As this clearing pass goes off the shin pad of Snow. Koash for the Mayhem dumps it in. Williams punches it into the protective netting and out of play. 1:56 to go in the third period. Scott Koash will take the draw here. Had success against the Marksmen. A pair of multi-goal games for Macon's number 16. He'll face off against McNair. McNair will win it. The Marksmen pitchfork this one all the way up ice. Bounces once. Danny Martin's the furthest back. Martin will push to the near side corner. Breaking it out to Koash, who finds Chris Hunt. Hunt buries his shoulder trying to get around Hoffman. Lost the puck, and Williams will cover. 97 seconds remaining in the third period of this one. Macon will fall to 6-27-3. 0-10-1 against the Marksmen this year. Face off to the glove side of Williams, and it almost seems perfunctory here. The Marksmen have been the better hockey team in this game, and it won't show as this dominating win on the scoreboard, but really, once that fourth one went in the second period, the Mayhem had no chance. 4 meetings left between these two teams this season. They will come consecutively March 4th, 5th, 11th, and 12th. The first two here at the Centerplex, the last two in Fayetteville. Of course, it's also an opportunity to plug what will be one of the most unique promotions in minor league hockey this year. First on March 5th in Macon. So slapper is hammered over top the crossbar. And then on March 12th in Fayetteville, Rocky versus Rambo night. So we celebrate 2 of the hardest hitting movie franchises. It's going to be fun. This is Glover. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Bednard will await the trailer. He's going to try to do it himself, spinning around Soper. He cannot. Soper ties him up as the puck squirts free to Nolan Sheeran. Given to the point, Hoffman just looks to dump it in. Sheeran holding the line, batting at it, played it with a high stick. That'll be a whistle with 34 seconds to go. Folks, don't forget, next weekend the Fayetteville Marksmen return home for 3 games in 3 days. Friday, it's college night presented by Fayetteville Technical Community College. Saturday night, superhero night with a post-game skate and a post-game jersey auction. And Sunday is our final Salute to Service Sunday game of the year with a red, white, and blue jersey auction after. So not 1, but 2 jersey auctions this coming weekend in Fayetteville. And you can get your tickets by logging on to marksmanhockey.com, clicking the Tickets tab. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot happening around the Crown Coliseum for the Marksmen this week. Up to the near side point. Hoffman trying to hold the line. He cannot. Maybe one last rush as Lambrecht will shovel to Hussey. Back for Lambrecht, 9 seconds to go. Spins away from pressure to the point. Here's a long shot. Williams swallows it. And one last save for good measure with 2.5 seconds remaining in the third period. It'll be win number 11 over the Macon Mayhem. Puck is dropped. Everybody watches it go into the near side corner. That's it. Painted black and orange. The Fayetteville Marksmen extend the win streak to 9 straight games as they will tangle with the top team in the league tomorrow and Sunday. 6-2 the final score from Middle Georgia. Folks, a big win for the Fayetteville Marksmen here this evening. We'll put this one on recap after these messages.
Hey, you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
For the final time this evening, we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth of the Macon Centerplex, where the Fayetteville Marksmen finish off the Macon Mayhem by a final count of 6-2. The win streak grows to 9 for the Fayetteville Marksmen. And they did so by starting things off quickly as Alex Reynaud puts the puck in the back of the net. Just 4:07 into the hockey game, and that would kick off a strong start for the Fayetteville Marksmen, I thought, even though it would sour as you got to the end of that period. Reynaud has his 6th of the season. Then Drake Glover, 21 seconds later, capitalizes on a turnover behind the net from Taylor Cutting. He shoots it around of Stilianis 2-0. And as we talked about many times before, it looked like a game where the Marksmen could pick it up and run away with this one, and they don't. The rest of the first period was a frame where Macon was really charging back hard, and the Marksmen just have such good defensemen. They were making life difficult. Brendan Hussey does get one back, 16-19 into the first period. Hussey breaks a real cold streak for him as he's been stuck on 16 points for seemingly ever. Zach Lambrecht with the feed to make it 2-1. And Macon would actually have a good first 3 or 4 shifts in the second period. Matt Williams was on his game, makes a couple of big saves, and that allows Alex Reynaud to take it down to the other end. He scores on a feed from Drake Glover to make it 3-1, and then the rush was on. Zach Reimers on his backhand slides it through the 5-hole, 9:58 into the second period, makes it 4-1. Then Tanner Fraze jams home a rebound, 5-1. Scott Coash would get a goal back on the power play late in the second period. That would be all the scoring Macon would be able to do. And then, of course, the incident between Harrison Harper and Taylor Cutting, as Taylor Cutting came up high with a hit right to the cheekbone of Tanner Fraze. Ken Radolinski does not call a penalty. Harrison Harper takes matters into his own hands. He drops the gloves, throws a couple of punches, gets the better of Taylor Cutting. Harper ejected from the game for an aggressor and given the 5-minute fighting major. But Macon unable to score during the extended power play, and told you at that point, bears worth reminding again, you know, major penalties have to time out. That was a chance for Macon to get a couple back, and they just did not have anything going with the league's worst power play. Shane Bednard would score in the Marksmen only power play tonight, as Bednard has his 9th goal of the season. That made it 6-2, and that's all she wrote for this one. Final shots on goal total in the third period for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 8 and a game total of 29. And for the Macon Mayhem, 10 and a game total of 28. On the power play, the Fayetteville Marksmen end the game 1 for 1. They are also 3 for 4 on the Freddy's penalty kill tonight. Folks, it's going to be a quick bus trip right back north and slightly west to Knoxville, Tennessee, as the Fayetteville Marksmen will finish the season series against the Knoxville Ice Bears tomorrow and Sunday. Puck drop tomorrow night is at 7:35 p.m. We'll have pregame coverage starting at 7:15 p.m., and we'll hope you'll join us on both the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. The final score one last time from Macon, Georgia. The Fayetteville Marksmen 6, the Macon Mayhem 2. We hope you enjoyed this one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, I'm Drew Blevins. Good night.